back out onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special team.
Fuck, my headset's gonna die. Sorry if it starts echoing. It usually does when I start charging it. If it gets too bad, just tell me to leave. You guys there?
Field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Oh, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Bears are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Santos with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now here come the Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive.
What? Are you hopping off then? Alright, you have a good night. Are you staying on, Crystal? If not, it's okay if you gotta go to bed. I understand. Okay. If I go quiet, just tell me to say something. Sometimes I get too wrapped up in my game.
first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman.
Down for me.
Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half.
That wasn't a good down for me.
But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter.
Oh.
We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings.
I'm going to be having knee surgery eventually.
And this one going the visitors' way, as the
I have bone on bone
Kyler Murray
and chronic arthritis.
Finally, we're out to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home.
And I'm
at
only
Mercedes-Benz
38.
Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And their quarterback's got to be icing his arm in that locker room as we speak. He is on pace to shatter some long-standing records if this pace keeps up. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing. Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And again, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. No gain on the play.
Hey, Delva man. Good, how are you, man? Sorry about the echo, my headset's charging.
A 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas.
What? I couldn't understand you, your mouth was full.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Oh, that's my friend and Link's friend.
Call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Fields now to throw.
Are ya?
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Hell yeah.
Bears.
Are you excited or nervous?
Beckham, 76 yards. And the Bears have got it on cruise control. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger.
Yeah, but you don't want to end up in jail and then get infection in there because jails, they don't keep sanitary clean.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
Right.
all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the
right.
Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott out of his hands quick to Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. second down, Elliott. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
That I don't know.
They're fine with that.
I just measured today.
Might have needed just one more. It stands 37-yard return.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Chicago
I want to get that too. My dispensary friend that works at the dispensary and is an game whiz, he said that's going to be one of the top games this year.
Try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled.
Yeah, it's basically a pay to play, and it's a griefer game, basically. Unless you got a squad full of fucking people.
Correct on both counts. All right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in big
Oh, yeah, Devil's on it 24/7, 365 days a year.
Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Elder Scrolls Online. It's free in the PlayStation Plus, depending on what game you got. It's a medieval game.
This one will come out to the 25.
Yeah, it came out like 10, 15 years ago.
Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
Right.
Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. A first down carry by Elliott.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 15.
Elliott, toss right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for touchdown by the Cowboys. That return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So not only the call, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season.
No, she's from the United States.
From the word go, and continues to be one with another one right there.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Bears,
well, they legalized it in Poland. I think that's the only European state that legalized it, but it's only for medical use.
Santos able to tack on the extra point.
No, it's only medical use, and that's in Poland.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Hell yeah, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading. Field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Bears. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bears will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
Touchdown Bears. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again.
And the Bears extend their lead yet again.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
How's the game going, Devil?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Good luck. I don't like those ones because people make them so it suits them. So they always win or their friends always win. I'm gonna smoke the cartridge. I ain't smoked the cartridge in about a couple hours. So here we go. Maybe an hour. 45 minutes at the least.
To the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Excuse me.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A jet sweep. Here's Tolbert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been.
I don't know how good of an arm that quarterback thought he had, but he only threw it half the distance to where he needed to go. Good thing his receiver had my receiver beat. My receiver had time to turn around, run back towards the ball, intercept it from the rival quarterback, and take that bitch all the way back for 6 points.
So they'll get
If you had a PS5, I could send you a video of the recording.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago.
Yeah, that fucker will come up missing in about 2 days.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Yeah.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Third and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain well. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Fields. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Fields dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just...
Since a young boy, I've been making TDs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return.
What's wrong, Macy? Are you waking up? You want me to turn off the light? Hold on, guys. Is everybody there? Crystal? Oh, okay.
Dallas gets set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down.
Oh, damn. My fizzy pop's kicking in. I gotta piss. I'll be right back. I'm back. I was about to do a fucking play and all of a sudden, pow, my bladder punched me. It's like, oh no, you don't, motherfucker. I need to be drained. Welcome back. What game are you on, Crystal? Oh, okay. Oh, YouTube? Nice. Anything I know? Anything I know? Oh, no. What game? Oh, nice. Well, don't ruin the story. Well, I guess it has multiple scenarios depending on who you pick, eh?
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Off play action, Fields. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott flushed to his right. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And now here come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
Nope.
See if we can move forward.
I got a haircut later. I'm going to get a mullet.
A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
5 a.m. for me.
Nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Running with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get past the marker. And the Bears will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 65 yards. And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
Touchdown! Jared Cook. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things.
Careful, it's not over, man. Don't jinx yourself.
They definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos.
Oh, you won first?
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense.
Gotta take a smoke break. My body's hurting. My neck, my back. Huh? Oh. Rose. Oh, cool. It's not my party chat. It's Legendaries, and he's what? It's Legendaries, I think, and he went to bed.
Set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to work. There's a nice move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Toss left to Montgomery.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They snap it to Fields. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Freeman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Prescott on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Charles, this is pretty unbelievable. 4 interceptions in a single game. How has he done it?
Well, if you open up the football dictionary and see the term nose for the ball, this guy's going to pop up now. He is now the picture. And maybe if you're on the offensive side, you try and find a way to throw away from his area from this point forward, don't you?
I think I would advise that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
This one will come out to the 25. Elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I got a 10 a.m. haircut. I gotta be out the door by 10. It's at 10:30. It's 5:28 now in the morning, so